Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. So today we will be talking about putting in a warrant packet and what to do after you get your 110. How soon should you put your warrant packet in, and the things that you need to do to basically set yourself up for success when going warrant. If you are interested in watching this vehicle, I see cars passing by, y'all, so that's my fault. I also see soldiers walking in and out of the building. But y'all know that I already like to do my YouTube videos in regards to the Army, in regards to my work in my vehicle, my POV, because that's the only time I really get time to like pull over and just go into full details about my Army related videos. Okay, so I'm still kind of like getting ready, but not really. It is 09:26 a.m. It is Wednesday, December 15th. So I know everyone got paid. Please try to save some of y'all money. Don't be out here spending all your Christmas money or whatever the case may be, and then you be broke before the first. But anyway, yeah, so y'all already know that I do my videos in my vehicle, because that's just like, once I walk inside, that's it. Once I get home, that's it. You won't be able to get nothing out of me, okay? Because, yeah. I'm sorry about the lighting. It goes in and out. Depending on where I park and where I'm at, it goes in and out. I will try to fix that in regards to when I upload the video or whatever the case may be. And that's my battle speaking to me. So, yeah, without further ado, if you guys are interested in learning how to get a 110, then please stay tuned. And if you want to put in a warrant packet, please stay tuned. I have notes and I have like my notepad, so please be ready to copy. And in regards to getting a 110, I won't say that I will go into details about that too much, but just go back and watch my other two videos that I did about getting a 110 and doing those 5 things that you need to do to get a 110, because the number one thing that you need to do is come to Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg. Now there are other places, but Fort Bragg, okay? I'm getting a little or a lot distracted because I decided to park in the front. But anyway, y'all, I got my little notepad and I have everything that I want to discuss. I don't want to go too much into the 110 situation because, again, I made 2 videos on what you need to get a 110. I got a 123. So based off that video, you will get over a 110. Okay. So the first and number one thing that you need to do before you submit a warrant packet is to make sure you get a 110, because that is non-waiverable. There are a lot of things that can be wavered, but the 110 is absolutely not waiverable. So don't call a recruiting station, don't call a senior warrant, don't ask a warrant, don't go looking for it on the warrant recruiting page in regards to a 110 being waived, because it is just not, and you will not be able to get away with not having 110. You can have a 109, you can have a 113, you'll be good, but a 109 is not sufficient enough. It is not waiverable. You cannot be able to submit a packet without it. So if you already know that you want to go warrant and you don't have a 110, again, go watch my last 2 videos on BSEP and how to get a 110, and that is the first thing you need to do. Okay, without it, it's just, I don't know how to stress that enough. I don't want to make this video long, because it took me a while to get a 110. I actually tried twice. I got a 105, went again, and got a 123. So I already knew in the back of my mind that regardless of if I got all of my documents and paperwork together for my warrant packet, I was not going to be able to move forward until I got that 110. So I got the 110. I had all my documents saved to my desktop. I changed the dates. I made some corrections and stuff like that based off when I first did all of my forms and the application for going warrant. And then, got my 110, had it uploaded in my iPerms, went to S1, had them change my SRB, and I was good to go. Again, I got a 123. You need a 110. Okay. And if you have any questions about getting a 110 or not having a 110, watch my videos first. And if you still need assistance or have questions, then, send me an email at amelia.d.fullwood.mil@army.mil, or leave it in the comment section below. Okay, the number 2 thing, or the second thing that you need to consider before submitting a warrant packet, is your NCOERs. Also, my battle, he has a YouTube channel, Bro Dre, and I will go ahead and link his information in the description box. That way you can look at his videos, you can reach out to him. He is currently stationed in Korea, and he is a CW2, and he talks a lot about going warrant, the things that you need to look for when you go to Watts, when you go to Wobig, and it's just really helpful. It's a lot of information in there. But when you are submitting a warrant packet and you feel like, okay, I have my 110, I've been a staff sergeant, I'm promotable, I've been to BLC, ALC. Don't think that you will be good just because you meet certain requirements, okay? Because again, you got to have waivers. And then in regards to NCOERs, somebody should be able to come to you at any given moment and you should be able to answer their questions with no hesitation. If you feel like you are struggling in some areas in regards to your MOS in general, or just because you reclassed, then you may need to, thug it out for a year or two, learn your job, do what you need to do to be the subject matter expert or SME, and then, move on. But in regards to your NCOERs, don't get to a unit and you're E5 and then you're like, okay, I want to go warrant, and then 3 years pass and you know that you want to put in a packet and you know that your NCOERs need to be highly qualified or most qualified, or you need to have your NCOERs written to a certain type of way, and then be like, oh, boom, I'm good. Let me go ahead and put in my warrant packet, because that does not mean you're going to get selected, okay? That's just a reason for why you may or may not get selected. Again, 110 NCOERs, and the third thing you need to do is have college, okay? Go to school. Get a college degree. It's free. The Army pays us to go to school. So how are you going to set yourself aside from someone else if you don't have a college degree? It's the same thing when you get looked at for the Sign First Class Board. If you don't have a college degree and you have your other peers that do have associates, it can be an associate's, it can be a bachelor's, it can be a master's. Best believe those board members will put you at the bottom. So if you are a 92 Yankee and your OML number is 600 to 800, there's a slight possibility that you might have to get reboarded. It's the same thing when you put in a warrant packet, okay? If you put in a warrant packet and you don't have no college education and your NCOERs does not reflect that, okay, they're going to already look at your NCOERs. They're going to see that they are written poorly. The verbiage don't sound right. You don't have a highly qualified or most qualified. And then they're going to look at the fact that you don't have a college degree. So if you have 50 people submitting warrant packets for 920 Alpha or 920 Bravo, of course they're going to select the people and then get rid of the bad apples or packets that don't either have good NCOERs or college degrees, okay? I know that is a huge factor when getting looked at for Sign First Class. If you don't have a degree, like, you're competing. So you're competing to be a warrant. It's not given to you. It's not free. It's not handed out to you. It's not, oh, you put in a warrant packet and you're going to get selected. It does not happen that way. You'll get boarded and you'll be a non-select, non-qualified. Then you'll get reboarded again on the next board. You'll be a non-select, non-qualified because you didn't take the time to make sure your NCOERs was good. Or you might have a degree. You might have a college degree, but that does not mean that just because you have a college degree, an associate's or a bachelor's, that you're going to get it, because someone else may have a college degree just like you have and their NCOERs are better than yours. So just think about that and keep that in the back of your mind. And again, make a list, because I'm going down the list with you. So number 1, 110, number 2, NCOERs, number 3 is a college degree, okay? It's free. Find the time, make the time, do it when you get off, take a class every now and then, but just get that degree. Know that this is something that you want and this is something that you have been thinking about doing, because it's a goal. When you go to the board and they ask you what's your long-term and short-term goals, and being a warrant officer is one of them, because this has always been my goal, to become a warrant officer. Maybe not as being a Sign First Class, but I feel like I'm better being a Sign First class and submit my warrant packet than when I was as a staff sergeant. Now, I did not submit a warrant packet as a staff sergeant. I wanted to, but I never really took my career serious enough to the point where I was like, okay, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. Granted, it was my goal, but I had a lot of people using me, or I need you to do this, I need you to do that. And instead of being more focused on getting a 110, I was focused on updating slides. I was focused on going to meetings. I was focused on going to the field, making sure we had this and making sure that I never gave myself a break to focus on my goal. But now that I have that, then that's what I was able to do. So again, I did not submit a packet as a staff sergeant. I could have, but I did not have a 110. So now that I am a Sign First Class, I have a 123. I submitted my warrant packet and I was a first time select. But the reason why I am telling you is because the 110, which is a 123, my NCOERs are basically perfect. I have a college degree, I have an associate's, and I have 2 classes left before I have my bachelor's. So even on my SRB, it shows that I have my associate's credits. It says college degree, associate's degree, not college degree, associate's degree. It has the university, and it has my added college credit hours for my bachelor's because I'm almost done. So the more hours they see based off your college, they're gonna be like, okay, so she's almost done with her bachelor's. This person over here got an associate's, but she over here about to be done with her bachelor's. Let's select her over them. You see what I'm saying? So make it make sense. Don't make it seem like just because this or that is going to work out in your favor, because you have to really consider a lot of factors. Again, you can put in a warrant packet, but that does not mean you are going to be selected. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 1, 110. Number 2, NCOERs, and number 3, which is college. The fourth thing is, once you go ahead and make sure your NCOERs are good, make sure you have a college degree, make sure that you have over a 110, you need to go ahead and go to the Army recruiting website and look at all of the forms, look at the board schedule, look at all of the waivers, see when you need to submit certain forms and documents. You might need a tattoo waiver, you might need a waiver for time and service, you might need a waiver for some type of adverse action. It just depends. Just go to the website, review the board schedule, review the documents, and just be mindful that these dates and times that you are trying to meet do come by quick. So if you know you need a waiver because you got a tattoo on the back of your neck, and you know that the waiver has to be submitted 4 to 6 weeks or 4 to 8 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks before the board, not even before the board, but before the packet is due, then go ahead and give yourself a timer, set yourself a calendar note or whatever the case. Just make sure you give yourself enough time. So if you know the forms on the website say submit 8 weeks prior to the packet being submitted, then make sure you have those forms done 10 weeks before, okay? And then last but not least, because I am trying not to go or be long-winded with this video because it's kind of like straight into the point. If you want to watch other videos out there where there's like more in-depth conversations about being a warrant or what you need to do, then go watch those videos. But if you want me to be more specific, again, I'm not trying to hold you hostage. I'm not trying to be on here talking for 30 extra minutes about unnecessary stuff. I'm trying to give you like the bread and butter, like this steps 1 through 5. This is what you need to do. So the 5th thing is, after you have all your packet, after you have everything 1 through 4 completed, then contact a warrant recruiting team. So on the actual website, there is a format for you to submit your packet, right? Before you submit your packet, contact a warrant recruiting team within your area. So like, I'm stationed at Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg has a warrant recruiting team located here on Fort Bragg, and they will review all of your forms. Don't even so much depend on them to review your forms, because they are the ones that will upload everything for you, because again, there's a certain format. And not saying that you don't know how to do the format, because you might not have a warrant recruiting team at your duty station, but there are different ways and methods that you can use to go about uploading your forms. And I just decided to go through the warrant recruiting team because they use Gears, and I knew that they were going to get it. It showed who had it, what gate it was at, who was next to receive it, to review it. So when you send an email through Outlook, you can't really tell who gate is at. So like, if you send your commander an email and he's pretty good about responding, but he doesn't respond, you're like, hold on, like, what's taking him so long? It's the same thing when you email based off of the format on the recruiting page. It's the same thing. So you're thinking like, okay, they must not be that busy, or I know they're not that busy. Why haven't they emailed me back yet? They don't necessarily have to email you back. Like, what are they emailing you back for? To tell you what? Like, they'll tell you that they received your packet, but other than that, every time there's your packet is getting reviewed by somebody and it's going through steps, they won't tell you like, oh, this person reviewed it, it's going to this step, or oh, this person now they will kick it back for corrections, and then you'll know that person got it, because now you have to correct something, or it has to be reviewed, and so you have to change something, get something signed, or take something off, or whatever. Then you'll know. But if you can't find a recruiting team, then reach out to other places and see if they have a warrant recruiting team on their post, and then contact them and ask them like, hey, if I email you my documents, if I scan you my documents, can you go ahead and upload them for me? I'm trying to make such and such board by this date, by this time. And then they will work with you, because that's their job. So that's what I did. And I know I said I had 5 things, but I feel like I'm missing something. I would say I brought an assignment. Okay, so I was in SFAB before this, and I wanted to go drill, I wanted to go be a recruiter, but it just so happens that SFAB came around. It was the first SFAB was at Fort Benning, and then that station, or Fort Benning, was already full, so I decided to go to Fort Bragg, and I put in a packet for SFAB. I made the time first class list. I made the warrant list. So do a broadening assignment. Not saying that you have to go SFAB, but maybe be a recruiter, be a dressar, because your college degree is going to help. Being a recruiter, doing a broadening assignment, your NCOERs, all of that stuff is going to help. But if you don't have anything and you just feel like, okay, I'm anything, and you just feel like I'm the smartest 92 Yankee in the world in the United States Army, you're not going to make it. And I'm not trying to be discouraging, but it's like you have to do something. And if you end up putting in a packet without having good NCOERs or having a college degree or having a broadening assignment, then let me know. Maybe I got selected based off numbers because they really needed somebody, because they just needed 92 Yankees at the point, because maybe that many people didn't submit, when I submitted and got, did my board versus the people that, because I do know there are some people who don't get selected. And I'm just like, man, these has to be the reasons. And these are the reasons why I am telling you and giving you. So go ahead and make sure you contact a recruiting team. Make sure you have 5 people review your packet. Get with every warrant. Hey, can you look at this, sir? Can you look at this, ma'am? Can you review these documents? Can you make sure I filled out this right? Can I see your packet when you first, put in your packet? If you want to see my packet, I'll show you my packet as well. And I know I talk fast, but it's almost 10 o'clock and I was supposed to have been in the office at 09:30. So again, I don't want to ramble on and on, but if you want to see my packet and the things that I did, then I will send you my packet. Just shoot me an email, or just leave your email in the description box below, and I will try to send it to you as soon as possible. My warrant packet will be broken down into different attachments, because when I had my senior CW4 920 Alpha look and review my packet, he wanted my packet submitted to him as if I was submitting it to the board. Now, when you're going through the recruiting team, you don't have to submit each attachments, like attachment 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, 5 of 5. I just had to do that with him because he look, I want you to go through the notions of you submit your packet as if you are actually submitting your packet on your behalf to the board. But the recruiting team does not do that. You can send them onesies and twosies, send them an SRB one day, you can send them a waiver 2 days later, you can send them or update your college transcript and then send them another SRB. Like the warrant recruiting team, they will work with you. They don't need your packet to be in tip-top order. All they do is upload what you give them, and then they just check off the block. And then, for me, it was easier, but again, my senior warrant wanted me to do it as if I was going to the board. So if you do want to see my packet, just know that when I email it to you, it's going to be 5 different attachments, because I had people review it. So don't just think that just because the recruiting team is looking at your warrant packet that you are going to get selected, because that's not true either. Again, I know people that was on my last board and they didn't get selected, and they went through the recruiting team, or they didn't have a college degree, or their NCOERs wasn't top notch, or whatever the case may be. So don't get discouraged. Don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. So take my notes and take what I'm giving you and write it down. Ask me questions. I am here to assist in any way possible, because I want to help. And also, after you do put in your packet and you do get selected, you will get an email notification saying congratulations. You will also receive an ATARS date. You will receive a WATS and WOBIT date within your email. You're going to start getting a whole lot of information on what to do, how to prepare, how to do this, how to do that. So just, stay motivated. And then if you guys want me to do another video on after you make the selection, the warrant selection, what happens after that, step by step, then hit me up, let me know, and I'll make another video. But again, you can also go look at my homeboys or my battles video, and I will leave his link in the description box below. But again, this is Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. I was here talking to you guys today about how to go about putting in a warrant packet. So if you like this video and you want more videos like this, then please make sure you give your girl a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. And again, leave any questions or comments and concerns in the description box below. Until next time, this is Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. Peace.